Well, today I want to go over. I picked up a sharpener for sharpening my knives because I got a bunch of hunting knives and it's getting close to hunting season. So we're gonna have to. I got a bunch of knives that I want to get the edge back on like they should be. So I want to get them all nice and sharpened up for being ready for hunting for when we cut up our deers. So I picked this up so that way it should be a little bit easier to get more of a consistent edge. So we're gonna try this out and see if I like it. I guess we'll see how nicely it's packaged up. So far it looks like it's in there pretty nice. Might almost even be able to put it back in the box because that looks like it goes in there pretty easily. And it's got diamond stones. It has rough 320 and it's got a 600 diamond stone, and I think that's probably about, it's a ceramic, so it's a really fine. So basically I would start with the 320 and get it close, 600, and then hit it with the ceramic and it should be really sharp. So nice little base. Looks like this should just clip on there nicely. Made out of plastic, but and that's just on there with magnets. So I'm guessing you put it in there that way, and then when you want to flip your knife around, you just turn this around, put it in there. I thought maybe it would rotate, but it doesn't feel like it rotates. But then again, I didn't read directions, so I could be wrong. This looks like it goes up in there, and then you'd set your angle here. Looks like 30 is as high as it goes all the way down to 15. So I would say your fillet knives would be 15. Most of my other hunting knives are probably at 20. So we're gonna try sharpening one up and see how it works. I'll start with my pocket knife first, see how that goes. So I'm gonna hold that in there, clamp it. Feels like it's holding it fairly solid. So we're gonna switch this to the 320. And I use this probably for a lot of things I probably shouldn't have, so this one was really dull. Oh, now it's feeling like there's a good edge there. No, I think I'll go to the finer. Oh, there's probably actually... Ugh. It's not going to do me any good to keep it, so it's not like razor sharp, but it's pretty sharp. Could I get it sharper? Probably, but it feels pretty sharp right now. I think maybe I'll just give it a little bit more with the 320 and then hit it with the ceramic again. The ceramic seems to shine it up a little bit, where the 600 really makes it pretty rough. But I guess when your knife is really dull, you really gotta rough it up. So I think we'll hit it a little bit more with the 320 and then go back to the ceramic. See if I can get it sharper. So I'd say for a pocket knife, that's pretty good. It's good and sharp. It's got a nice edge. Granted, a finer edge probably would have cut the paper better, but we do have some finer edge knives that I'll probably touch up here too. So maybe I should read the directions a little bit, see how close I was to actually doing it right. For not reading the directions, I would say I didn't do too bad. The only thing I found out is there's a button on the back that if you push it, you can rotate the knife, but when you put a long knife in here, it's kind of hard to rotate it when it's going to hit. I guess it'd be okay if you had it sitting kind of at the edge of the table that you could rotate it, but it's just as easy to pop the magnets, turn it over, put it on. So I guess that's probably what I'm going to do most likely, because a lot of knives we use when we're cutting up deer is actually just a regular fish fillet knife. We found they work the best. This one here, I just used this a couple weeks ago because I had helped Adam cut up a deer. So yeah, it's pretty dull. It's definitely in need of a good sharpening. So we're gonna see if I can get a good edge on this, because this is the one I carry with me when I hunt. That's the one I use to gut deer. So, and I like it because the sheath is nice bright orange and the handle's bright orange. So if I drop it in the grass, it's usually easy to find. So. So I got it sharpened up. I mean, I guess it worked. Didn't work the greatest on the fillet knife, so I'm going to actually take my knife that I use in here for the most. And we're going to see if I can get this one sharpened up, because this is the one I usually use for doing all my skinning. So I should be able to get this one sharper than what it is now, because it is a little dull. See if I can clamp it here in the thicker spot. Hopefully everything clears. I mean, that's the only thing they did, is they could have probably kept this angle on these a little bit lower, which doesn't necessarily mean I can't grind them a little lower. So I think I'd have rather just had different ones with different stones, because it feels like I'm going to break it every time I rotate it. Well, as far as my thoughts are on it, I mean, it works. It definitely puts an edge on it. I don't know. It's maybe not quite as sharp as what I'd like, but I mean, I guess that'll come with playing around a little bit more. Doing this knife, trying to get this curve back in there, because you can obviously see it's definitely been ground back quite a bit. So I don't know, maybe I'll end up just taking this one to the grinder and grind some more back, and then I can actually maybe get it reprofiled kind of how I like it. But I mean, this was a cheaper knife set, so I mean, I've had this one for quite a few years, so maybe one of these days I'll just end up breaking down and buying myself a better set of knives for cutting up our deers. So but for now, that one will work. I mean, I know this one has definitely cut some bones and hit a lot of bones, and I mean, it's been used a lot, so it'll get used again this year. So it's sharper now, so I'm sure I'll end up sharpening a couple times while we're cutting up deer. But I got a couple knives sharpened. Maybe one of these next days I'll play around a little bit more and figure out a little bit more with it. So, but it does work. So I mean, I might have to find a little way to anchor it down a little better, because it does seem to want to kind of run away on you unless you're holding on to it. So, but that's all I got for you today on this. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.